Hello, my friends, and welcome to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World. It's time for Kurt Berglund's 50 Years of Baseball Greatness with History Maker Baseball on my tabletop. And we are in St. Louis at New Busch Stadium for the fourth and final game of a opening season series between the Detroit Tigers and the St. Louis Cardinals. And so far, it's gone all Cardinals' way. The Cardinals have won the first three games and have done so in convincing fashion. The Detroit Tigers need to salvage a little respect, a little pride from this fourth game before both move on to new series. The pitching matchup, Tarik Skubal, the left-hander for the Tigers, will be on the bump, and he'll be opposed by Cardinal right-hander Chris Carpenter. So it's a lefty versus a righty. We're at New Busch Stadium. In the description for this video is the link to channel membership. With membership to my channel, you get access to members-only videos, playing tips, game demos, tutorials, book reviews, exclusive replays, all sorts of stuff that subscribers cannot access. You also get $10 off every set in the secondary store, $2 off every team, and you get a free gift from me every month in the form of a PDF that I create for different cards and dice sims. So that is a big thank you for being a channel member. So check that out. Also, in the description for this video is the link to the PLAAY Games website. And at the PLAAY Games website, you can find History Maker Baseball as well as this set of cards, Kurt Berglund's 50 Years of Baseball Greatness. So check that out as well. But for now, let's get down to the field and check out the lineups and the batting orders and roles, some History Maker Baseball. The visiting Tigers are shaking things up a little bit here today. Steve Kemp is going to lead off in left field. Miguel Cabrera batting second. He'll be the DH. Kirk Gibson bats third. He's in center. Cecil Fielder cleans up at first base. Alan Trammell bats fifth. He's going to play short. Mickey Tuttleton bats sixth. He's in right field. Lance Parrish bats seventh. He's catching. Lou Whitaker bats eighth. He'll be the second baseman, and Brandon Inge bats ninth. He'll play third. On the mound, it's Tarik Skubal. Here's what I wrote about him. Skubal went 18-4 for the resurgent Detroiters in 2024. He led the AL in ERA and strikeouts, and some say he's the best pitcher in the American League right now. For the homestanding Cardinals, Lou Brock leads off at DH. Willie McGee bats second and center. Albert Pujols bats third at first base. Ted Simmons cleans up and catches. Here we go. George Hendrick bats fifth. He's in right field. Scott Rowland bats sixth. He's at third. Tommy Herr bats seventh. He'll play second. Ozzie Smith bats eighth. He'll play short. And Vince Coleman bats ninth. He's in left field. Chris Carpenter's on the hill. Here's what I wrote about him. Carpenter made the first of his three All-Star teams in 2005, winning the Cy Young and finishing eighth in MVP balloting. New Busch Stadium for left-handed batters is semi-big, and for right-handed batters is semi-big. We'll see if that comes into play today, and I think we are ready to get it going in St. Louis. The wind and the delivery by Chris Carpenter to Steve Kemp is going to be all four. Kemp draws a leadoff walk, and that's good news for the Tigers. Miguel Cabrera comes to the plate. Cardinals move to double play depth. The stretch by Carpenter and the delivery. And that is a fly ball hit to left and deep. Back goes Coleman. Warning track, wall, and it's gone. Well, the new look batting order pays immediate dividends. For the Tigers, it's 2-0 Detroit. Here's Kirk Gibson. Carpenter winds and deals to him. And this is a base hit to left. Drops in front of Vince Coleman. Gibson's aboard. And now it's fielder. Carpenter having first inning trouble. The stretch and the delivery to the Tiger first baseman is swung on and missed. He struck him out. Upstairs gas from Carpenter. Retires fielder for out number 1 in the Tiger first. Here's Trammell. Carpenter the stretch, and the pitch to Trammell is a walk. 2 on now. 1 out. And Tettleton comes to the plate. Chance for the Tigers to build on that lead. Carpenter the stretch, the delivery. And he strikes out Tettleton. That's out number 2, and Lance Parrish comes to the plate. Carpenter the stretch, the pitch to Parrish. And it is swung on and bounced to third. This is Rowland. He's going to go the short way to Tommy Herr, covering second to retire the side. But in the first, the Tigers get 2 on 2 hits, and they leave 2. We go to the bottom of the first. Tigers 2, Cardinals coming to bat. Lou Brock has been very hot. He'll be followed by McGee and then Pujols. Skubal winds and delivers to him. And this will be a ballpark check. See what happens here. This is a fly ball to the left. It's going to drive Kemp back. He's near the track and puts it away for out number 1. Willie McGee comes to the plate. Skubal winds and deals to him. And this is another ballpark check. See if Willie got a hold of this one. It is lined into center field. It's going to drop in front of Kirk Gibson, who cuts it off. McGee's going to hold on with a single, and here's Pujols. Albert represents the tying run in this game. The stretch by Skubal and the delivery is a base hit to left field. On the run is McGee. He's around second, going to third. Kemp's throw comes into second. Cardinals at the corners now for Simmons. Tigers are going to play it double played up. The stretch and the delivery is swung on, and that's hit to the outfield. Not the Tigers' strong defensive suit, but Tettleton is going to make the catch in right field. Tagging at third is McGee. Here comes Mickey's throw home to Parrish. It is wide. McGee scores. It's 2-1 Tigers. Gives Simmons a sacrifice fly. Pujols holds on at first, and there's 2 down now for Hendrick. The stretch by Skubal and the delivery to Silent George is a ground ball hit to second. This is Whitaker to his left. He gloves it and flips to Cecil Fielder to retire the side. 1 in for the Cardinals in the bottom of the first. On 2 hits, they leave 1. We go to the second. It's the Tigers 2 and the Cardinals 1. Whitaker, Inge, and Kemp coming up in the Detroit second inning. Chris Carpenter deals. This is swung on and hit to center. Can of corn for Willie McGee, and he's got it for out number 1. Brandon Inge gets his first start in the young season. The pitch by Carpenter is hit on the infield. St. Louis defense is excellent. He gloves it, and this is Ozzie Smith, and flips to Pujols to retire Brandon Inge. 2 down in the second for Detroit. Here's Steve Kemp. He walked to get the festivities going in the top of the first. The wind and the delivery by Chris Carpenter. And it's swung on by Kemp and bounced to first. Pujols gloves it and takes it to the bag unassisted for out number 3. Nothing across for the Tigers in the second. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Tigers 2, Cardinals 1. Rolling Her and Ozzy coming up in the bottom of the second. Skubal winds and delivers. And this is a base hit to right field. Drops in front of Mickey Tuttleton. Rolling is aboard. Tommy Herr comes to the plate. The stretch by Skubal, and the delivery is a bouncing ball hit toward right field. Fielder cuts it off and feeds Skubal covering to retire Tommy Herr. Roland moves up to second. One down in the Cardinals second. And here's Ozzy. Vince Coleman is on deck. The stretch by Skubal. And the delivery to Ozzy is a ground ball hit to short. That will hold Roland at second as Trammell fires to fielder for out number 2. Vince Coleman the batter now. Skubal stretches and delivers to the speedy Cardinal left fielder, and he hit him. Vince Coleman didn't do much to get out of the way of that one. 2 on now with 2 outs in the top of the order. Lou Brock, 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's been hot. The stretch by Skubal and the delivery to Brock is a base hit to right field. Drops in front of Tuttleton. Let's see if they're going to wave Roland home. Scott Rowland's speed is no. They are not going to wave him home. He's going to hold at third. Bases dripping with Cardinals. It's Roland at third, Coleman at second, Brock at first, and here's Willie McGee. Skubal stretches and delivers to the Cardinals center fielder. And that is a ground ball hit to second. Nice play by Whitaker. He throws to fielder, and that retires St. Louis in inning number 2. They leave him loaded. We go to the third. Tigers 2, Cardinals 1. 2, 3, 4 spots coming up for Detroit in the third. It's Cabrera, Gibson, and Fielder against Chris Carpenter, who's retired 5 in a row now since a shaky first inning. The windup and the delivery to Miggy is a base hit to left field. Drops in front of Vince Coleman. That's the second hit of the game for Cabrera, and now Gibson is up there. He's 1 for 1. Carpenter, the stretch and the pitch to Gibby is ball 4. He walked him. 2 on for Detroit now. Stirring in the Cardinal bullpen. They would love an opening series sweep here. But Carpenter needs to bear down. Fielder at the plate, the stretch and the delivery. Swung on and hit to center. Under this one is McGee. Cabrera will hold at second, and there's 1 out. Alan Trammell, the batter, he walked in the first. Carpenter, the stretch, and the pitch to the Tigers shortstop is a hit to the outfield. Let's see if the Cardinals are going to make a play here. Coming on is Willie McGee. And he will make the catch on a line drive, a sliding grab for McGee. Scrambling back to their bases are Cabrera and Gibson. And now it's Mickey Tuttleton coming to the plate. The stretch by Carpenter and the pitch to the Tiger right fielder today is a walk. The bases are loaded with Tigers. Tuttleton with an exceptional eye at the plate draws a walk from Carpenter. That is Chris's 4th free pass in the young ball game here. Parrish comes to the plate. 2 outs. Cabrera at third, Gibson at second, Tuttleton at first. Carpenter, the stretch and the delivery. is a strike 3. Got him on a bender. Carpenter pitches out of trouble with his 3rd strikeout of the day. The Tigers leave him loaded. We go to the bottom of the 3rd and your score. Detroit 2 and St. Louis 1. The meat of the Cardinal order coming up in inning number 3. Pujols, Simmons, and Hendrick. Skubal winds and deals. And it's a base hit to right field for Albert Pujols. 2nd hit of the day for him. Potential tying run aboard now for St. Louis, and Simmons strolls to the plate. The stretch by Skubal and the delivery. Simmons swings and grounds one to first. Fielder gloves it and takes it to the bag himself. That will move Pujols to second with 1 out. Now it's George Hendrick. Chance for the Cardinals to tie the game. The stretch by Skubal and the delivery to George is strike 3 swinging. Upstairs cheese. Gets him. That's Skubal's first strikeout of the game. 2 down now in the 3rd. Here's Scott Rowland. He's 1 for 1. The stretch by Skubal and the delivery to Rowland is a line drive caught by a leaping Lou Whitaker. That will retire St. Louis in the 4th. The Tigers are clinging to their lead through 3 innings. We go to the top of the 4th. Detroit 2, St. Louis 1. Whitaker in the top of the order with Kemp coming up in the Tiger 4th inning. Chris Carpenter deals. And this is swung on and hit to center. Back a few steps is McGee, but he's got room and puts it away for out number 1. Brandon Inge comes to the plate. The windup and the delivery by Carpenter. And I struck him out on a bender. 4 strikeouts now for Carpenter and 2 gone for the Tigers in the 4th inning. Here's Kemp. The delivery to Steve Kemp is a swung on. It's a grounder to short. Ozzie Smith charges, throws on the run, and they get him at first by a step. The Tigers go down in order in the 4th. We go to the bottom of inning number 4. Tigers 2, Cardinals 1. Ozzie, and Coleman coming up in the Cardinal 4th inning. Tarek Skubal winds and delivers. And this is swung on by and lined to the gap in right center. This will split Gibson and Tuttleton. Around first, going to second with a leadoff double. Ozzie Smith, the batter now. The stretch by Skubal and the delivery to Ozzie is a ground ball hit to 3rd. That's Inge. He looks back to second and fires to fielder for out number 1. Vince Coleman, the batter now. Skubal sets and delivers to him. And this is a base hit for Coleman down that 3rd base line. Coming around 3rd and scoring is Tommy and Coleman's aboard with a 1-out single. It's a 2-2 game. It's ballet time out there. All right, Brock at the plate. The stretch. And the delivery by Skubal to Brock. And there goes Coleman on an attempted steal. Let's see if how good Parrish's arm is. He's semi-gold. The throw to get Coleman is in time. Parrish guns him down. He fired that one down to Trammell, who applied the tag, and there's 2 gone in the Cardinal 4th. Brock still at the plate. And here's the next delivery by Skubal. This is a ground ball pulled to first. Fielder gloves it to his right, and he will feed Skubal, covering the bag to retire the side. Nothing across for the Cardinals get one in the fourth on 2 hits. They don't leave anybody. We go to the fifth, and we have decided nothing. Your score is the Tigers 2 and the Cardinals 2. Cabrera, Gibson, and Fielder coming up in the Detroit fifth inning. Chris Carpenter deals to Miggy, who swings and hits one to center in the left center field gap. McGee is on the run, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Nice play by Willie, and Kirk Gibson comes to the plate. The windup by Carpenter and the delivery to Gibson. Swung on and pulled to first. Pujols gloves it and steps on the bag for out number 2. Cecil Fielder is 0 for 2, and he's up there now. Chris Carpenter winds and delivers to him. And this is swung on by Fielder and a hot shot to third. Glove by Rowland. He fires to Pujols, and they get Cecil by 14 steps. That retires the side for Detroit in the top of the fifth. We're halfway through at New Busch Stadium. We've got a good one. Tigers 2, Cardinals 2. Tigers looking to salvage the final game of the series. Skubal hanging in there so far. He's got McGee, Pujols, and Simmons coming up in the bottom of the fifth. The windup and the delivery to Willie McGee is a line drive caught by Whitaker for out number 1. All right, Albert Pujols is up there now. He's 2 for 2. Skubal winds and delivers to Albert, and it's a ground ball hit to third. This is Inge. He plants and throws to Fielder for out number 2. Ted Simmons is 0 for 1. He does have a sacrifice fly today. The wind and the delivery to him is a base hit to right field. Drops in front of Tettleton. So a 2-out single for St. Louis brings up George Hendrick. The stretch by Skubal and the delivery to Hendrick is a hot shot down the line at first. Fielder, nice play. He feeds Skubal, covering to retire the side. Good play by Fielder. We go to the 6th. Tigers 2, Cardinals 2. Carpenter will face Trammell, Tettleton, and Parrish in the Tigers' 6th inning. He kicks and delivers. Swung on, it's a ground ball to short. That's Ozzie. He flips to Pujols for out number 1. Mickey Tettleton struck out once and walked once. He's up for the 3rd time. The windup by Carpenter in the delivery. And it's a little comebacker to Chris. He takes a couple steps toward Pujols and throws him the ball for out number 2. Lance Parrish is 0 for 2, and he's up there now. Whitaker would be next. The pitch. And this is swung on and popped up. Wouldn't be a home run in a phone booth. Tommy Herr in short right field, calling and taking for out number 3. Nothing across for the Detroit Tigers in the 6th. They go down in order. It'll be Rowland, Herr, and Ozzie coming in the Cardinals' 6th. Skubal winds and delivers. Swung on by Rowland, and this is trouble. This is big trouble to left and deep. Back goes Kemp, and it's gone. Rowland puts the Cardinals in front, 3-2. In the Tiger bullpen, a couple of right-handers get up quickly and start throwing. Mike Henneman and Dan Petrie. And here comes Tommy Herr to the plate. He's 1 for 2. 3-2 Cardinals. They have just taken their first lead of the game. The windup by Skubal and the delivery to Tommy Herr is a line drive caught by Whitaker. Another shot but this one lands in the glove of one of the Tigers. Here's Ozzie 0 for 2. Coleman on deck. The pitch is a base hit for Ozzie Smith to left field. Drops in front of Kemp. A big run for the Cardinals at first base. Vince Coleman at the plate. The stretch by Skubal. And the delivery to Coleman. And we're going to have some plate drama because why not? And this is taken for a strike. We did not talk about umpires before, but they are Jerry Crawford behind home plate, Doug Harvey at first, John McSherry at second, and Brian Runge at third base. All right. The next delivery by Skubal is a strict umpire at home. Well, no. That is taken for a ball. Next delivery to Coleman. And this is ripped by Coleman, and it's going to be trouble. It's going to get in the gap and roll. Coming around third is Ozzie. He is flying, and he's going to score. Here comes the relay to third base. Coleman sliding safely with a triple. 4-2 Tigers. Here's 4-2 Cardinals. Here's Lou Brock. Willie McGee on deck. The infield moves in for Detroit. The stretch by Skubal and the delivery to Lou Brock, and it's trouble. This is ripped, and it's another one in the gap. Coleman scores easily. Brock around second. He's going to third. It's back-to-back triples. 5-2 Cardinals, and that's going to do it for Tarek Skubal. It's going to be Dan Petrie taking over on the mound here in the bottom of the sixth against Willie McGee. In Skubal's evening here, he goes 5 1/3. He allows 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 base hits. He walked 1. He struck out 1. He allowed 5 runs so far. Brock at third is also his responsibility. Here's what I wrote about Petrie on his card. Petrie played second fiddle to Morris in his career, but was solid in his own right. 1984, he had double-digit wins for the 5th consecutive season. All right, the infield in for Detroit. He's trying to stop the bleeding right here. The stretch and the delivery from Petrie to McGee. And a base hit for Willie McGee. Brock jogs home at 6-2, and the Cardinals have exploded for 4 runs here in inning number 6. Now it's Pujols. The stretch by Petrie and the pitch to Albert is a ground ball hit to short. That's Trammell. Allen gloves it, goes to Whitaker for 1, and the relay to fielder is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing, and inning-ending 6-4-3 double play turned by Detroit. But in the 6th, the Cardinals take the Tiger, and the big inning has been killing the Tigers in this whole series. And the Cardinals just did it to him again. They hung a 4 spot up on 5 hits. They leave 1. We go to the 7th. Cardinals 6, Tigers 2. And Carpenter with breathing room now as we go to the 7th. Whitaker is 0 for 2. He will be followed by Inge and then Kemp. The wind and the delivery by Carpenter is a ground ball hit to third. That's rolling to his left. He plants and throws to Pujols for out number 1. Carpenter has now retired 11 in a row. Brandon Inge comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. The pitch by Chris Carpenter is a strike 3 on a bender. That is strikeout number 5 for Carpenter. And 12 in a row retired. Here's Steve Kemp at the top of the Tiger order. He's 0 for 2. The wind by Carpenter and the pitch is a line drive, base hit to right field. Drops in front of Hendrick. And the Tigers have a 2-out base runner. Here's Miguel Cabrera, the hot hitter in their lineup today with 2 hits. The stretch by Carpenter and the delivery to Miggy is swung on and popped up. Ozzie Smith in short left field is going to take it for out number 3. Tigers get nothing in the 7th and like it, Spalding. It's time to stretch them out at New Busch Stadium. With your score, St. Louis 6 and Detroit 2. Simmons, Hendrick, and Rowland coming up against Petrie in the 7th. The windup by Petrie and the delivery to Simba is a ground ball hit to second. A worm burner to Lou Whitaker. He flips to fielder for out number 1. Hendrick up there now. He's 0 for 3. Petrie deals to him. And I struck him out. He made him look sick. First strikeout for Petrie. 2 gone in the Cardinals' 7th. Now it's Rowland. Petrie winds and deals to Scott Rowland. And this is ball 4. He walked him. Rowland's been on base 3 times now. Tommy Herr comes to the plate at 1 for 3. Petrie, the stretch and the delivery to the Cardinals' second baseman. And this is hit to the outfield. Oh, boy. See if they can make a play. And Gibson makes the catch for out number 3. All right, we go to the 8th. Nothing across for St. Louis in the 7th. We go to the 8th. It's the Cardinals 6 and the Tigers 2. Gibson, Fielder, and Trammell, the meat of the order coming up for the Tigers in the top of the 8th. And the St. Louis bullpen is cooking. Al Raboski and Ryan Helsley throwing. Lefty-righty double-barreled action. Gibson leading it off. The delivery by Carpenter is strike 3 swinging. Number 6 for Carpenter. Boy, the Tigers can't get out of their own way. Here's the next delivery to Fielder at he's at 0 for 3. And he swings and hits it to left. Vince Coleman pounds the glove and makes the catch for out number 2. Alan Trammell going to bat now. He's 0 for 2. Chris Carpenter winds and deals to him. Swung on and hit to right. Over by the foul line is George Hendrick, and he's got it for out number 3. The Tigers go down not with a bang, but a whimper in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and it's the Cardinals 6 and the Tigers 2. That'll be Ozzie, Coleman in the top of the order with Lou Brock coming up against Petrie in the 8th. The windup and the delivery to Ozzie is a base hit to right field. Tettleton collects it and gets it back in. Coleman comes to the plate. He's had a couple of ribbies today. Petrie the stretch. Ozzie's not running, at least not yet. And the delivery is a ground ball hit to Fielder at first. Look at this. He fires to Trammell for 1, and the relay back to Petrie is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 3-6-1 double play turned by Detroit to double up Coleman. Here's Brock with 2 outs and nobody aboard. The delivery to him is swung on. That is bounced to short. Trammell fires to Fielder, and the Cardinals are done in the 8th. We go to inning number 9. And your score, Cardinals 6, Tigers 2. Chris Carpenter has only allowed the Tigers 4 hits. That's it. We go to the top of the ninth. It's put up or shut up time for Detroit. Tettleton, Parrish, and Whitaker. And Helsley has taken a seat. And now it's Rabosky and Isringhausen throwing for the Cardinals in the bullpen, but Carpenter's going for the complete game. Tettleton leads it off. He's 0 for 2. The delivery is a fly ball to left. Back to the track is Coleman, but no further. He's got it for out number 1. They're going to hit for Parrish. Try and get something going here, and it's going to be... Well, they're going to use Colt Keith. He has not played yet in the young season. Keith will bat for Parrish. Whitaker on deck. The windup by Carpenter and the pitch to Colt Keith. And I struck him out. He made him look sick. That's 7 strikeouts for Carpenter, and that makes Lou Whitaker the last chance saloon in this one. Brandon Inge is in the on-deck circle. He would be next. Carpenter deals to Whitaker. And he strikes out Whitaker for number 8 and the complete game victory. Let's give you the totals on this one. My goodness, this was an impressive first series for St. Louis. For the homestanding and victorious Cardinals, 6 runs on 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 base hits. They could have had more. And they committed no errors. The Tigers had a good start, but that was it. 2 runs on 4 hits. And they committed no errors. The winning pitcher is Carpenter. He's 1-0. Skubal takes the loss. He is 0-1. With the victory, the Cardinals are now 4-0, and the Tigers a brutal 0-4. In the description for this video is the link to channel membership on my channel. And with that, you get access to videos that subscribers can't see. You also get discounts in my secondary store, and you get a free gift as a thank you every month for being a channel member. Also in the description for this video is the link to History Maker Baseball, where you can find this sim and these cards that I've been using in this game. Check that out as well. But for now, from New Busch Stadium, your final. The St. Louis Cardinals 6, the Detroit Tigers 2. Have a great evening. So long, everybody.